You got anything, Mark?
Sure.
What'd you think? What was your perception of practice?
Hot and heavy.
Hot and heavy?
Yeah, intense.
Today was that, you know, we don't have pads on, which was hard the first 2 days, so they actually get beat up worse those days. And obviously we put on pads yesterday and pounded pretty good, pretty intense. I think that was last night? Last night. And so we practiced, you know, earlier today. I don't even know what day it is. So they were sore. So then we took them outside for just a little bit, right in the middle of the day. It's kind of hot, and they came in and started kind of dragging a little bit. And then the guys were trying to create a little bit of adversity for them, and they responded well. But I thought, you know, we're getting some things done, developing some guys. You know, obviously we're trying to get better just playing base defense, and I think we've made great strides there, developing some guys, and so I felt good about that. I thought it was good. I think we're getting better in the kicking game. I think we're a lot more, have a lot more depth, and we have a lot better organization in what we're doing there, and have made some improvements there. And we've had some wrinkles, you know, done some wrinkles with our schematics and stuff that I think are really going to help us as well. So it's a good day. I'm ready to go to Camp Tontozona, though. You're not going to Camp Tontozona, are you? You guys, oh, I thought it was closed to me.
Todd, there's been a lot of chatter about Jalen, and now that he's finally out there, I know he couldn't do much today, but just how nice is it to have him back on the field?
That's great. I think we've got all the guys cleared except one, so we're still working on that. I think we're hopeful that we'll have everybody cleared. Yeah, you know, it's just, you know, one thing I just try not to bring too much into him. He's got a lot of work to do. But obviously he's got unbelievable potential, and he's got a lot to learn in a very short period of time. We've got about 26 days, but yeah, we're pretty thrilled to have him, and got to get some guys healed. Got to get Joe healed up from his foot deal, and Maris is growing, and get those guys out there. That kind of hurting us right now, not having those two guys. But I think they'll factor in. But yeah, it was great. It's great to have Jalen. Great to see a guy that's worked as hard as he's worked to get here, and nice to have a big 6'4" guy like that for 3 years, so we're pretty excited about that.
With the newcomers you have, do you feel pretty good about, you know, maybe upgrading that position over last year?
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind. I mean, like I told you, I think it's night and day. You know, no disrespect for the guys that were here, obviously for what we want to do. You know, it was kind of the offense they had done before. There was a smooth transition, kind of a little bit, because there was a no huddle. We're a fast no huddle. We're more run oriented. But that was the one area where we really, you know, didn't have a lot of depth, and didn't have a lot of there were some missing pieces for what we wanted, and now we were a lot closer to having the pieces that we want. So with those, you know, with Jalen and Joe and EJ, those 6'4", 6'5" guys, those are the kind of guys that are physical that you have to I think, to win in the style of offense that we have.
Can you talk about your freshman specialists and how they're doing so far?
Zane is, I don't know if he's missed anything. I think he's missed maybe one or something the other day, and but he is very calm, cool, collective. He's doing very, very well. Yeah, Matt is obviously the punting deal's a little bit different deal, but he's doing well also. So both those guys are very, very smart guys. Both of them are Barrett College guys, and they seem very, very, you know, poised. So I'm not. I've got a lot of confidence in them.
A linebacker, Antonio Longino, you can just tell he's just really itching to tackle for real.
Yeah, man. I mean, he's a guy. The first 2 days in shorts, we were kind of like, man. I mean, Christmas. I mean, he just did seem like a fish out of water. Then you put the pads on, he's running around striking people. So he's got a lot more depth there too. You know, and we got a lot of competition. You know, I think we counted 2 positions. 3. I think there's 3 positions: boundary corner, bandit, and defensive tackle. That was pretty solid. You know, I think those guys are going to start. But the other positions, there's competition, a lot of it. So we didn't have that, you know, before. So that's good. I feel good about every guy we've brought in here.
Is that why you're kind of moving the linebackers around, getting different guys that looks on different on that first team?
You know, what we're doing really, I mean, is you know, Salamo had such a good day. We moved him up and getting him and Stefan competing, and then Chance just trying to. We think that he is physically and mentally a guy that could be in our top, you know, 11, top 15. So we're trying to find the right place for him, and and I think he's more comfortable at the linebacker position, and I like his size there. And there's also some things that we can do in our packages with the people that we're playing, and we're going to need to not, we play so many spread teams. You're used to seeing, a spur who's kind of like a strong safety, and then it's basically 5 defensive backs. Whereas some people we play, we're going to have 3 defensive backs and play with a lot bigger guys. So developing those linebackers, there's times we'll have 4 and 5 linebackers on the field at the same time. And so we're trying to develop a lot of guys. Granville Taylor's been a guy that stood out to me. I think he's really a guy that's got a chance as well. That a guy that you kind of pencil in as a backup, solid backup, special teams guy who is really doing well.
Carlos Mendoza, okay?
Yeah, he had to just have his. He'll be back tomorrow. Yeah.
Thanks, Coach.
Okay.